Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like it, if you're being yourself, fuck them.
Big Los,
Hollywood Kev.
and I'm tired than a motherfucker right now. But welcome to another episode of The Noize. If you haven't yet, go ahead and follow us on the big three, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Noize Podcast. And, of course, follow everything Beat Network at beatnetworkonline.com. And this episode is sponsored by our damn self, Beat Network Studios.
I was like, whoa, you got an announcement?
If you're a content creator in the city of Las Vegas, or even if you're visiting the city of Las Vegas and you got some work to do as a content creator, come and holla at us at Beat Network Studios. We officially leased the studio out to creators. We have some different things that you can do here, audio-wise as well as video. We help with promo, and you know, if you're starting a podcast, holla at us too. We also have consulting. You find everything at beatnetworkonline.com/studio. Yeah, I'm just gonna be running my own ad on here.
Fuck it.
I mean, it's easy. Kev, that's my last time, y'all. I think that was the last two little bits of energy that I had.
Oh, okay.
Left,
all you got,
at least for the week.
Gotcha.
Just kind of give you guys, you know, a little behind the curtain. You know, we tell you all the time we normally record 3 days in advance. It is all kinds of Sunday, and y'all gonna get this audio tomorrow, Monday.
Right.
So, with that being said, it is late. So yeah, cats are tired, man. It's gonna be let me not even say it's gonna be the meanest sleep when I get home, because I've been saying that every night of not sleeping this goddamn week.
Be the meanest preparing for sleep.
Right, it's about to be the craziest thoughts of can ants fart, and then I'm just gonna be up for like the rest of the day.
That is a good question.
Like, do they have gastric tracts? Like, I feel like at some point in time, I'm sure there was some kind of National Geographic that I didn't watch in school.
Do ants poop?
Yeah, of course.
So if they poop, then it means they will fart too, right?
But like, what's in an ant's diet that
would make
create
it gas?
Like, what if we find out like grass is like it's like made out of like seltzer water or some shit? Like grass is like Sprite for ants.
Huh. That is something I can see myself Googling later on.
Now I'm really gonna be up because I'm really like, do ants fart?
Right. Can they do that? And if so, how?
Kev, my guy,
How
was your week?
My week. What did I do this week? Auditions, man. It seemed like I had
I
had 4 this week.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, I had 4 this week, so I'm hoping for the best.
And it'll come.
Yeah. Did that. Didn't do much. I think I'm from a parallel universe.
How so?
Now, if you subscribe to the multiverse theory and the sometimes people, you've heard of the Mandela effect, right? Mm-hmm. You know how people say, well, yeah, it was this. And
you remember something vividly, but it turns out it was nothing, but a lot of people have that same memory.
Right. Now, I've had 2 instances like this. One was earlier in the week, but it was something trivial. I could have been just misthinking. But one that recently just happened, like right before you had hit me up, I know for a fact I was playing 2K. And I was playing like with Iverson. I was able to play with like the old Iverson. Mm. For as long as I can remember. And again, this is coming from somebody who digested basketball. Mm-hmm. Iverson's been left-handed. He's not left-handed. He's right-handed. So I'm like, nah, something's not right. Something's not right at all. So I think somehow, some way, maybe I'm in another universe. Now this is just the Iverson thing is just one of the things I've caught. It could have been a million of things, but maybe I somehow jumped into another thing. If I did, I hope this is the area that I'm supposed to be in. Because that other shit I was in, nah, fuck that.
I think one of the craziest situations dealing with the Mandela effect is, and this one is like widely known because when I found out it wasn't real, I was like, oh dog, it was at least 4 or 5 different universes.
Yeah, it's a glitch somewhere.
There was a movie that everyone said existed called Shazam, not
Kazam,
not Kazam exactly, but almost same premise. Shazam with Sinbad as the genie.
Right.
For years, I was like, that was a real movie. It wasn't a real movie.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've even seen a picture where somebody was like, "No, I got the VHS," and they
Yeah.
failed it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is the poster for it right here.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
what I'm saying. It's a glitch somewhere.
Somewhere.
It's a glitch. But outside of that, I didn't do much this week. Didn't do much at all.
No news is good news.
Yeah.
I'm learning that as I get older.
Yeah.
My week was garbage, and I'm still feeling the effects of of the garbage week, including the lack of sleep. The insomnia is real. You know what I think it is, and I'm not even going to remotely get into my week. That's how I'm about to just shuffle foot onto this next situation here. 2-step, if you will, electric slide, Cupid shuffle. That's my transition. But anyway, you give yourself high praises for overcoming certain things,
Right.
And it's almost like the universe takes it as, oh no, okay, let me
humble you real.
let me humble you real fast. Let
Right.
me throw some things your way to where you're like, nah, you're still dealing with shit, and and let's see if you got the strength to make it past all this stuff that's going on. And I do have the strength, but
Niggas is tired.
niggas is tired. I'm feeling the effects of having the quote strength. But outside of that, man, I'm happy it's Sunday. I'm happy we're here doing the show, no matter how late it is. We was in a situation where neither of us wanted to go outside with the sun being up.
Nah, you don't. Nah.
Especially in Vegas. Like, we've been doing 110, 105, 107. Like, when I see y'all.
On a cool day.
On a cool day. When I be seeing y'all post 92, it's so hot. I'm like, yo, can we get that?
Right. I would love for it to be
Can
92.
we have one day of 92?
92, that means it's a couple degrees from 80-something.
You know what I'm
This is
saying?
living.
When we're talking about 92, it's fucking 7.
Right.
This is
No, it
8.
ain't. No,
right.
it's hotter than that.
Right. It's still like 102.
Yeah.
Right, that time. So
It was
now, right now, I guarantee you it's 92.
I forget which day it was, but it was like 2 a.m. I was up. It was 102 degrees outside. I said, "What the fuck? It's 2 a.m."
I've been a part of some of those days.
What the fuck? It's 2 a.m. Why?
You just sit back, you just wonder, like, so why is this the degree?
Right.
So
5 a.m. It's 94. What?
So on the ride up here, I was just telling Kev, like, it's hot, like it's muggy. It's 105 right now. And
That's fucking crazy.
yeah.
Want no parts of that.
But unfortunately, we have all the parts of it because we live in it. Oh boy, sometimes I'll be like, man, I could definitely do with some snow, and then I'll be
Nah, drive up to Mount Charleston. Yeah.
throw one snowball. Got my fixing. All right,
Yeah. That's all I need.
Time to get back here to this 110.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to relax with the best of them. Man, I wish I had a story, but this week it just didn't. It didn't call for a story. Unfortunately, I wasn't in a position to deal with some amazing things from some amazing people. I will say this, and I also want to shout this person out. Shout out to fellow Wilberforcean, Good People's Jabria Earl, and Scion Cinematic. They're out in New York doing some dope things, and she has like a lot of really good things on the horizon that she was talking to me about. Of course, the stuff I can't disclose, stuff that wasn't disclosed to me but described,
Right.
as well. But shout out to her, man. I'm all about watching my Wilberforce family, anybody I come up with. I'm all about watching them grow and finding their footing with what
Right.
they're trying to do. And it's even more special that I know these people because I literally watch. This is including you. I've watched y'all hone in on your craft and study your craft and perfect your craft to the point where you're saying, dog, I'm tired from 4 auditions today. You know what I'm saying? like you could say certain shit like that. There's people out here that are still, you know what I'm saying, sitting at the crib like, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. You know, they got like another year before they finally get up and do it. So it felt good to have that conversation. And again, man, shout out to her. Shout out to Scion Cinematic. Check out her YouTube channel. Follow her, the company on Facebook. And if y'all need some video done out in New York, it's our number 2 market still. And we're going to get into that. Holla at her. She's good people.
Now, as you were telling that story, bro, are you getting gray in your beard?
Oh, yeah.
Because it looks like you
I
kind
haven't
of graying.
In 7 days, I have slept a collective 20 hours. We just had this conversation.
I'm sitting there looking like he ain't extra shiny. That's great.
You know what's funny? Because I remember when they first started sprouting up, when my life started going to the shits. and I was I thought it was the lighting. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's how I was
So
looking. I was like,
I kept trying to like pivot off of it. I'm like, nah,
nah, shit ain't going nowhere.
nah, that's not a gray. Maybe it's lint. Let me see if it's lint. And I pull on. I'm like, oh no, that's gray.
That's me.
That's a gray. So then I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna chuck that out. You know what I mean? And then end up popping up again. And I'm like, okay, we should get rid of you too. and then I started seeing them sprouts, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna touch it at this point.
Leave it alone.
I feel like this makes me look like I have wisdom.
Eventually, yeah, absolutely. Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, they're gonna be like, boy, you done seen some things, you've been some places.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something, youngster. I mean, shit. At this point, like the conversation we just had in the car. Now, listen, okay, I guess we do kind of have a story. I feel like we were robbed as kids.
How so?
Coming up in the 90s, sneaking off, watching, you know what I'm saying, the Luke videos, watching Sir Mix-a-Lot videos, you know what I'm saying, looking at the I Get Around videos, Pumps in the Bump, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Brother. MTV2, they'll just randomly be playing videos sometimes.
True. Yeah, they do.
Or no, not MTV2, because they be having regular shows. What's the other one now? MTV Mix or something like that?
I want to know which one you're talking about, because they do, because I watch that channel sometimes too. So
Exactly.
I know which one you're talking about.
MTV The Ocho. We'll call it that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dodgeball. But, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back comes on. And I made the craziest discovery from not watching this video literally since I was a child. Not one girl had ass in that video. Not one.
The kids now, man, they're spoiled. It's a different time.
Like they're coming into an era where you got Cardi B in the twerk video.
That's what I'm saying.
And we got to look back on Poison.
Right.
And then we already told you with Poison, like once you actually look at her, it's like she'll give you a stomach ache at best. You know what I'm saying?
You won't die.
She may not be poison, but she for sure is gonna give you a cramp. Like she'll give you something. You know what I'm saying?
You might feel queasy.
You feel me? I'm not necessarily sure if it's poison. No. And you look at now, like imagine Poison with Young Miami as Poison Lady. Like, yes, I get it. I mean,
I'm getting. I'm sick. I'm sick.
I'm sick as hell. Like, let me lay it down. You know what I'm saying?
Again, man, like I said earlier, I think it's evolution, and I think it's. We're our age group. We're able to see it all. You know what I mean? I can only imagine what these kids when they get our age, what the videos will look like then. If there are videos, what it look like then?
Man, because at first I was thinking it was the prosthetics. So that was gonna be my first issue. Like, damn, when they do get to that place, it just may be a bunch of people looking like balloons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, is also like what you just said. It's natural evolution as well, because there are some ones out here who are developing like. They're purposely looking at the food and they're saying ass.
Exactly.
And then they eat it.
And then they eat it and get ass.
And 2 weeks later, it's just
there.
But then I look at all the people that came before us like, you don't know ass. Don't sit here
look at them and be like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Like, you don't, and it's all some ooh. I don't even care who you ooh in.
Right, yeah.
You don't know ass.
maybe this is just how my mad scientist brain works. Maybe in a twisted way, I do believe everything is supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen, but maybe in a twisted way, it's kind of supposed to happen this way. Could you imagine if we, as 90 kids, were subjected to a Young Miami? We probably would have grew up complete dickheads because we were subjected to certain shit that we shouldn't have been, that we weren't ready for. So,
at that time, we had to sneak off and watch it.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, the girls then and the girls now, obviously there's, whether it's natural or prosthetic, there's a big difference in body shape.
Right.
We had to get that first to get this, because if we would just got this then, I think we would be worse off. That's what I'm saying.
And we're talking in the basis of video vixens.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, it sucks that kind of got to go out of the way to explain these kind of things. But yeah, we're talking in the way of video vixens. We're not saying all females need to look like this. Trust me.
Not at all.
In these videos, this is what was going down back in these days. Like I watched the I Get Around video. That party looked lit, but it did not look lit.
I'm gonna tell you why that party probably wasn't lit.
Why is that?
Everybody was in the pool.
This is true.
Everybody was in the pool.
This is true. It would have made more sense if it was like a casino or something.
Right. If it was like a couple people in the pool and then everybody kicking it around, then that probably would be lit. But everybody was in the pool.
One random girl was doing one ass dance.
Right.
The entire time.
If I'm in an I Get Around party, I'm not trying to have a water fight. I'm trying to beat some cheeks. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm trying to see what's going on up here. This is where history cheats, because you look at Straight Outta Compton, and they show and then they're showing the scene when NWA had their party at the mansion, and it was all those IG looking models that were in there. But then you go look at the actual mansion photo. No, there were Black Planet models in there. I feel like we put these people on such a higher pedestal, or we're just spoiled now because we're the better era, I guess.
I guess.
There's some part of this millennial shit we got right.
Yeah, the early millennials, we had the best of both worlds in a little bit. Because at the time, that shit was hot.
We were able to see it and then appreciate what we have more now.
We're just going to say we love y'all.
Amazing. But to also give credit where credit is due, this is a terrible transition because we're going from asses and videos to being thankful.
Thankful for ass. Go ahead.
I shared this with Kev after we put the episode out, but I'm just going to say it to you guys again. Well, say it to you guys for the first time. We ended the last episode, our return episode, with saying I'm curious to see what the numbers look like going forward with this. One of our biggest first day listens since we started the show.
That's amazing.
Not only first day listens, first 4 hours. And I was so, like, my mind was blown. I had to screenshot it and send it to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dog, it just went up 4 hours ago.
Right.
And at this point, I haven't even shared it to the social sites because I was waiting for slow ass iHeartRadio, who we love so much. Thank you for, broadcasting our show. And slow ass Apple Podcast. We appreciate y'all from going from iTunes to Apple Podcasts. Now you sound even more efficient with what you already make. You already own the world. Love them both because they have the noise. But they slow asses was taking forever to put our show up. And by the time they finally got it up, I wanted to see where the numbers were at. And I'm just like, yo, like, they must have went crazy on Spotify.
Yeah, they had to.
Because you could see the numbers on YouTube and Spreaker. Spreaker always does what it does.
Right.
But once I saw numbers from Spotify, I'm like, oh, shit, okay. So then the show goes up in another hour, and then I see those numbers. So not only did the ear hustlers remain in the community, they brought other ear hustlers.
Right, yeah.
And there was anticipation from us saying, we coming back. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. That was probably the best thing, you know what I'm saying, that has happened in this week that I've had. So I thank y'all so much for that. Yeah, man. If anything, that just made me even more like, let's get to it. Like today, I was really sitting back like, all right, I got to figure out a way to tell people that I promise we wouldn't miss another episode and miss another episode. Boom. Dog, I lost a whole pinky toe. It's crazy, but it saved my life. The end of the day, it saved my life. I couldn't make it in because my balance was off.
Right, yeah.
I
a little wobbly.
I had
right
a pinky
now.
toe for 30 years. You feel me? Like now I'm like, nah, I don't.
It's an adjustment.
My step to the right got a little more whoop on it. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, we appreciate y'all greatly.
Thank you so much.
Amazing thing, and I'm just really looking forward to things happening. Kev dropped some news on me that I didn't know about. Recently with people that we know and them being connected to certain things because they the people, they got the keys. He's looking at me weird because I'm trying to talk around it without saying it directly. But just know the information that he gave me stamps some of the content that we have coming in the very near future because we're set up now.
Yeah.
And an opportunity for a lot of different things. We said it before, we're going to make this quick episode, but we're really going to make this one a quick one because we love y'all, but we motherfucking tired. So with that being said, let's get into hot takes. Did you like the sound effect that I put?
Was that the sound effects?
The transitioning into the different segments now. I had to for the fire. They got the goddamn Law and Order doom doom. But you know what though? One thing I realized, and I guess this is a really quick hot take, I may have to change that because the director of Law and Order SVU was just arrested on like some child pornography shit like a week ago.
Shit.
As soon as I read it, the first thing that came to my mind was
wait, Dick Wolf?
No, that's he's the executive producer.
Okay,
the guy that was directing the episodes.
Oh, why do I don't understand. First of all, I don't understand that in itself, but dude, you're a millionaire. I'm not even gonna get into it. I just don't understand. I'll just say that.
I don't understand how when you get money, you get weird like that.
Yeah.
Like coming from Ohio, you see a lot of them broke older motherfuckers that was doing weird shit like that. You know, Coach Beasley, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, nah, I just had to throw that in. 'Cause they know who the hell it is. But anyway, you know, you see motherfuckers like that doing this, and then when you're in a place of, you know, notoriety, you're in a place that you're financially. You're a director for Law and Order,
right?
Nigga, that show's on like its 30th season,
right? And you decide to, I just don't get it.
And you know, so you risk your shit for some child pornography cases for some kids, like dog. That's just gross.
Man, you can go to Dubai and shit on a woman, but you want to mess with kids
on a boat,
right?
With 6 other niggas.
Like, come on, man.
Y'all heard my stories. There's so much other shit you can do, but you worried about kids, man.
Right.
That's how I know I'm not ready to be a father, Kev, because I don't have the right gun yet.
Yeah, it's right now. It's just like I see it, but as I guess as time goes, you gotta mentally adjust with it. But I will say the point where they can give me a vasectomy right now. You will never hear another. There will never be another show in this world.
I caught my niece saying something that I've said on this show, so I know her young ass probably sneaks and listens to it. So if you're listening to this episode, I will kill any man that's around you hearing this episode as well. I will wait till you're of age. I will let it seep and simmer. Y'all are 12 now.
Right.
I will remember in 6
Don't
years.
forget. Don't forget.
I'm about to be at her graduation. As soon as you come off stage, Brandon, right? Come here.
Let me holler at you.
Was that shit you were saying on Snapchat?
Right. Let me holler at you.
Yeah, about 6 years back? Okay. But anyway, get into the hot takes. Kev, you compiled a hell of a list here, sir, and I don't even have your updated one. Where would you care to start, sir?
Well, since we're on hot takes, my hot take is really like a sports hot take.
Okay.
I don't expect you to completely understand it. People that hoop or know something about hooping that listen to the show, they will. I know recently.
That just killed me.
No, it didn't kill you. I said completely. Like you may, as I'm saying, you may know a little bit. I seen a video recently with Devin Booker, and they were at a practice, and he was complaining about them being double teamed. Mm-hmm. Now, I feel 2 ways about that. If he's at a practice and there's other NBA players there, and he's saying that, then maybe you can be like, all right, dog, like chill, we all here. Mm-hmm. But if you're in an open run and you're in the NBA and you complain about being double teams, you need to take your ass home. Mm-hmm. Simple and plain. But the reason it's a hot take for me because I've seen a lot of players agreeing with that, and that lets me know that you guys never sniffed a 40 ball. Yeah, that is because if you really do that shit, you're not worried about that. Like, only time, and this isn't for anybody that's played 21 before. Everybody should be used to it. When you got 19 points and you playing with 6 other niggas and 21, everybody for themselves, the next time you score, you win the game.
Right, because it's you against like 4 or 5 people.
Right. So
you're getting everything.
Exactly. You're getting double teamed. You're getting foul. All that. That's just part of the game. I feel like especially if you're Devin Booker, if you're that much of a beast, you shouldn't be complaining about no double teams. You should be welcoming that shit.
You're 6'2", 6'3", right?
6'4".
6'4".
You're gonna give me my half.
I got you. So you're 6'4" and a half. You're staring at 6'5" at least. Yeah. Were you a tips guy?
What do you mean?
In 21?
No. We as a kid, like elementary school, maybe in like 6th grade, they played
because everybody had house rules.
Yeah, they played 21 tips. But as I got older, no, it was straight up 21. When I go to different places, it'd be like, which was stupid. It'd be like, let's say you got 19, you score, you got 21. They'll make you some places like that will make you shoot a shot, saying prove it. If you miss the shot, you go back down to 11, even though you got 21. You have
I know that one.
That shit is stupid.
Because I was actually about to say, did y'all do shoot till you miss? Now I'm only asking this because this is leading somewhere.
Right.
Did y'all used to shoot till you miss? So that's what I'm saying. All the house rules would end up being different. I would see at Cram Middle School, and we played 21 there, is after you score, you're not at the free throw line and you just shoot till you miss.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much like we're not as Cram since out of middle school, and I can see you being at the free throw line, but as a grown man, you shooting 3 like that. Usually though,
well, yeah, of course,
yeah. As I got older, I'm like, it turned to you make 3 and then you check up, start it again. But I have played to where you shoot.
I've seen that one as well. Exactly, you go with 3 now. My most recent experience with 21, now obviously not recent. This is, teen was at the end of my shit.
Your most recent experience.
My most recent experience. They played almost like Kill the Carrier, but in 21 style. To where you put, you get up and get your points. If you get your board, well, it wouldn't even be a board because you score. If you get the ball back, you could stay in that pocket and just go. until somebody take the ball, clear the ball, and then do what they got to do. So it would keep going.
So basically, you're saying is if I make a layup, or whatever, and I somehow get the ball back, or however get the ball back,
and
I don't have to. Yeah, I can continue to score until
someone gets the ball from you.
I've never played that way.
Exactly. And I was sitting here. Now this is when we first.
I've never even heard of that too. Right now, honestly.
No, I'm saying this is when, like, this was like just at my actual apartment, well, housing complex rather, because it was completely new to me. They was like, yeah, we playing 21. I was like, bet. And I went up and I made a layup, and my dumb ass, I started trotting back to go get my shots. They ain't already picked the ball up, cleared. I'm like, yo,
what the fuck going on?
I'm the slow nigga at the my shot.
Yo.
They was like, oh no, we don't play like that here. I was like, so when do y'all like stop?
No, that shows me that a lot of them can't play basketball.
Absolutely.
That's what that showed me.
And it was a lot of fights at that time.
Yeah, I believe it. But no, that was just my. It was. I wanted to give like a sports hot take because we don't talk about sports often, so I just wanted to give a sports hot take on it because I'm looking at it like, yo, y'all never play no real basketball, and if anybody's challenging what I'm saying, we can't play. Now
30 and up league.
Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't like me a couple years ago. So I don't mean like we can play right now. Give me about a week.
Let me stretch.
Right. Give me about a week, and then we can play.
Well, if that's the case, I got a sports hot take for you as well. Outside of my week being what it has been, and the awesome ear hustlers showing me that there's still a demand for us. Launching of Beat Network Studios as well. I got a real good hearty laugh out of Dwight Howard trying to come meet with the Lakers.
Come meet? He's signed.
I'm seeing different reports.
Nah, I've seen like credible reports. No, he's saying
right,
I've seen waiting for a buyout. After he got the buyout, like the next day, then it was like he signed with the Lakers.
I've seen credible reports saying he signed. That I've seen credible reports of the Lakers telling this nigga stay away.
Nah, I've seen this. I've seen it's a non-guaranteed contract, which means like, yeah, we fucking with you, but you do something we don't like, my nigga, you're gone. I've seen that, so it's not guaranteed. I mean, he could play a week and then do some wild shit, and they'd be like, you're done. I've heard it's that, but I know I think he's with the Lakers. And ironically, I think he's gonna do good. I think he's gonna do really good. I think he's gonna be able to play with Bron. You got to have a different type of toughness to play with Kobe. I think same way with Jordan. You got to have a different type of toughness.
You do. You have to have a different type of toughness to play with Kobe. Absolutely. I don't think that toughness differs from LeBron.
I don't think it differs from so much. I think it's a little bit more lean. Kobe don't give a damn that your finger hurt. Then get out there and play, or you broke your hand. Get out there and play. LeBron was like, oh, he broke his hand. So all right, yeah, I want you to play. You know what I mean? Hurry up and get healthy so we can play. I think that's the difference.
But that's the thing. When Dwight was with Kobe, that wasn't the issue. It wasn't like
that wasn't the issue.
Dwight's hand was broke. He was getting nuts put on his shoulder.
No, you're absolutely right. I was using that as an example. You're absolutely right. But I think that could have played in mentally like, yo, I got to do everything right. If I fuck up, the greatest player in the world is going to be on my head. You know what I mean? So I think it's a little bit different with Bron.
He did get better in Houston, but he was still just as soft.
Yeah, because he got injured. Yeah, he got injured.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Your hand broken, get out there, but still.
I was using hand as an example, but no, because his injuries was
bad,
similar to my injury, so I understand that.
I get
it. I think he's going to do good, but we'll see.
I don't know.
Since we're staying on sports, I mean, well, I guess we did talk about it a little bit last week, but not fully to an extent. I know you've seen that they're saying Jay-Z was a part owner. See, when we was just talking about the deal. We didn't talk about part owner. And then I seen a report saying that he wasn't part owner.
Yeah, I saw that they cleared that up, saying that he's not going to co-own the team.
If he is co-owning the team, do you think that changes anything that's already been said?
No.
Okay.
But one thing with that, since you already brought it up, we're blasting through these hot takes, but since it was brought up, Jay, I watched the interview, and this is why I felt bad, because I was like, we're like, there's no way to just deal with, without something dealing with cat, da-da-da, and I watched the interview, and the first thing the nigga said was, we're off kneeling. And I was like, oh, okay, so this really does have nothing to do with Cap. And I was like, we're going to get some shit for this episode. But my stance remains the same. And the only reason I say that is because, of course, since everybody was upset that he was doing what he was doing, knowing they take hot, hot little pieces, clickable clickbait,
a narrative with no context.
A narrative with no fucking context whatsoever.
They run with it.
And they just run with it. When he said we off kneeling, he means that in the most Jay-Z way possible. Like, we kneeled it got the attention. Now we're
Now
in
we're
house.
moving- exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
people completely overlook that.
there's a book that I'm gonna say all black people need to read, especially in this time, and I think it relates to this Jay-Z situation. It's called "The Spook That Sat by the Door."
That sounds racist.
At the time, it definitely was. I think it came out 50, 60, somewhere around there. But it's about a black guy who basically infiltrates the CIA and kind of works it inside out. That's kind of what I think Jay-Z is going to potentially do.
That's what I believe it is. You know, especially when he can sit next to Roger Goodell and say, like, we saw what happened here. And now we're doing what we're supposed to do to go forward with it. So you're sitting next to the guy who ultimately said it was okay to treat Cap the way it was.
Exactly.
And you're telling him, we're going to change your infrastructure's view on social justice. So,
And if you don't like it, all hell's going to rain down.
right, trust me, all eyes on you now. You can't make me look like a fool because you're only going to make yourself look like a fool.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm starting to see it all kind of die over. The conversation is
Yeah,
ending.
I am a little bit, yeah.
You know, I think
Shiny red ball, you know they can't
Oh,
stay
of
on
course,
social
absolutely, because Popeyes, which is the next hot take. But yeah, you're starting to see a lot of the conversation die down from it, and the media is trying to keep it alive, like to the best of their ability, but not good enough to where it's like, you heard his piece.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you kind of just got to go from there.
Like we said before, we just kind of got to wait to see what happens.
We just have to see what happens.
We just, I mean, if it turns out in a year from now that it's complete 80 from what we were hoping for, then we can be like, yo, Jay, fuck you.
Right. If Jay end up cutting his hair and he got a comb over and he goes by just Sean.
Right. Then we can be like, all right, my nigga, you wildin'. But until then, we can't do nothing.
Can't do anything about it.
And then I have to take his track record in order. The man hasn't lost.
Exactly. outside of his limited ability to lose. Look at the man's philanthropy track record.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and somebody put this meme out. This is one of the few times where social media can actually educate you on some shit. Somebody put this meme out that was like, since everybody want to act like Jay-Z, just have it isn't for black people. Let's not forget what he was literally doing, literally all the way up until last year with stuff, you know, dealing with the stuff with Meek and fucking building a school in Africa. Like he did so.
I've seen something that even though it doesn't necessarily deal with black people, I've seen something. This was like Columbine happened. I think I was in fourth grade. I think I was in fourth grade when it happened. Right. He paid some money for that to help them out.
Right.
Jay-Z wasn't Jay-Z then.
Right.
So you can't with that type of track record, you can't sit there and just say that this man is just gonna flip. You know what I mean?
Because you're only saying it because it's popular.
Exactly. Or is it because it's something that you don't like? You don't want to see your great talk to the ops.
Right.
Even though he could be talking to the ops because he knows how to flip the ops from the inside out.
Right.
So
final hot take. And I want to touch on this one because I know we went from your sporting history. I'm going to my fat current. I've been doing very well with changing my diet, and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more energized except for tonight. However, I got sucked into the social media get you.
what you mean?
And that's the Popeyes Chick-fil-A situation.
Okay.
And I was never a Chick-fil-A guy in the beginning. You know?
Really?
I would only go for the nuggets.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I would only go for the nuggets and the waffle fries. And you know,
that's a big reason why I love Chick-fil-A.
It is the fries, exactly. So I've always fucked with Popeyes. So the way it was described was it's pretty much a Popeyes chicken, just in chicken sandwich form.
I've only ever had chicken from Popeyes one time in Arizona. Never had it before
Really?
or after that. Yeah, never had churches before.
Well, I don't blame you on that. I had churches one time, and I was like, never again. It's greasy, dry chicken.
Oh,
if that makes sense. Like as you're biting into it, you taste.
You can see the grease when you're pulling it apart.
You know what I'm saying?
When you bite it,
you bite into it, just dry all your shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's like eating saltine crackers. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I had the sandwich. I'm gonna be honest with you. With what was already on it, it wasn't hitting for me. And then I took the sweet heat sauce that they got at Popeyes. I put that on the motherfucker, and I was like, this is why everyone's killing each other for these damn chicken sandwiches. This is literally crack or the flu in a sandwich form. Yeah, I chose my side.
I've never eaten Popeyes like that, but I'm not gonna go.
As you should.
I'm not gonna go. A, because I'm not finna sit in no crazy ass line to get something like this. B,
we weren't them cats waiting for an hour. I think we were in and out 10 minutes, which is already.
that's regular shit.
I mean, now hold on, because you realize 10 minutes feel like an hour at a fast food spot.
Yeah, you're right.
But at the same time, when you hear the stories, had we went in there and they said 11 minutes, we'd have bounced. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those. All right, they're about to close pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like literally, this Popeyes is right around the corner from my brother's house.
Got you.
So like they're about to close pretty soon. We're literally on the way home. You know, let's make a stop real quick. 10 minutes in and out, and it was this thing right there.
Yeah, I can't do it. And honestly, I think it's funny. I think it's funny watching people. I haven't heard nothing about Vegas or anything like that, but watching people in other cities like that going crazy over this sandwich, that shit is just funny to me.
No, and I agree, it's hilarious, but it's almost like they're not going crazy over the sandwich. They're going crazy over being a part of,
I believe that.
of the wave.
I believe that wholeheartedly. So they can sit back and be like, yeah, I remember when everybody was going crazy over
I was in there too. You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
remember, yeah.
It's the FOMO shit that everybody keeps talking about. The fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a part of what's going on. That's why, listen, like the day in Vegas, like it's the first one of its kind in Las Vegas Born and Bred festival. Sold out in what, a week?
Yeah. There was a lot of locals that couldn't even get that shit.
Right. Locals, because everyone wants to be a part of what it is. So it's why Fire Festival went the way that it did.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be a part of that. It looked cool. It looked
that
sexy.
was within Fire Festival happened, what, a few years ago? Ja Rule wasn't popping in.
At all.
So you can definitely tell they just wanted to be there because niggas ain't breaking their neck to go see Ja.
You were running to a Ja Rule party.
Right.
And it turned out the way a Ja Rule party would turn out. And I know they didn't say he was considering doing it again. But anyway, like I said, I went because I wanted to see what the hell this shit tasted like. But had it been anything more than
that sound like FOMO to me, dog.
Not at all.
That sound like FOMO to me, man. You wanted to see what it tasted. It sounds like FOMO to me, man.
I didn't post about it. I didn't brag on it. I didn't, go out of my way to make sure I was the one in line and got into it with some motherfuckers and I'm not viral.
You're right. You're right. You're just on a podcast telling our listeners that you had a Popeyes chicken
because
sandwich.
It's part of the show. It's literally in our notes. You're going to make me share the notes. Listen, I'm going to end up doing like how Kanye does with his album covers now. I'm just going to make the note the cover.
That is the cover. This little sticky note.
Just like this. And it's going to say Noize in the corner and where you can find the shit at. But it's literally a part of our show. I'm just sharing this because I was like, yeah, I actually had it. And this shit is actually good.
Is it like a limited thing or?
If they're smart, no.
If they're smart, no. But the reason I ask that is because if it's a limited thing, then that kind of makes I don't want to say it makes entirely sense, but it makes a little bit of sense. Got a leg to stand on because it's like, okay, the sandwich is killing and it's limited. But if it's something that I can go in 6 months and get the same goddamn thing, I'm looking at the people that's doing that, man, a little kind of way.
And here's the kicker with that.
The violent people.
I thought the exact same thing. Like, this is that limited time only fear of missing out. But then I also think about, I ain't never seen Chick-fil-A without a line. I ain't never seen In-N-Out without a line. And them joints been around for years. And for every one of those years,
true, but
they've never not had a line.
I can't say this for In-N-Out because that's all pretty much that. But Chick-fil-A don't just have sandwiches. So they had a line, but it's a variety. But we know that the line in Popeyes is for this sandwich.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they need to take that and expand on it.
Who? Popeyes? Oh, yeah.
There's no way that this is going to happen and cause a whole fucking craze with one sandwich that's like, okay, we can run with this.
No, and I think it did, honestly, because the way at least the U.S. is, it's capitalist and everybody's trying to, it's competitive. So I think by them doing that, all one of these other restaurants got to do is make up something that's going to hit and it's going to be just the same. Hypothetically, let's say if it would, I'm pretty sure people probably prefer Wendy's over Popeyes, right? Let's say, well, we can say majority of people. Let's say Wendy's puts out something and it gets viral and go crazy just like Popeyes did. Wendy's is going to be that crazy place. I'm saying they're taking that blueprint from Popeyes. So I think it's going to breed more competition. think it's going to bring more competition. I don't think Popeyes can expand too much off of this.
One thing that I see that's happening with these restaurants is that social media is allowing them to have a personality.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you can go to Wendy's Twitter just to see some shade. You know what I'm saying?
Wendy's dropped a fucking album, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you at Wendy's about any other restaurant, you getting that reply.
Yeah.
Like we're in the era now that social media has given restaurants personality. So now it's not just about the actual restaurant itself. It's about its affiliation. It's about its involvement in the current FOMO era.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's kind of fucked up because like when you really think about it, motherfuckers have been like busting their ass trying to get people off of fast food restaurants.
Right.
And just like that, social media made fast food A1 again.
Yes.
So now it's a brand new fucking battle. It's going to be interesting going forward. Everybody about to look like me.
No, this about to start the, well, I don't know. I hope for the best for everybody, but don't be surprised if in 20 years it's 4 a.m. In 2019, did you eat a Popeyes chicken sandwich? You may be subjected to legal compensation.
I don't think my one sandwich is gonna get it, but if it does,
who knows? Who knows what's in this one
bread.
sandwich?
I'm coming for that.
Nigga ate a
bread.
sandwich in 2019. It's 2025. He got mesothelioma.
I'm about to be 50. Like, fam, I had dreads when I had that sandwich for the first time. Like, that shit ain't right. So I brought that up at the time as well because we're all about proper transitioning here, and I know Kev is going to be leading the opinion of the evening. So let's go ahead and get into it. Unpopular opinion.
My unpopular opinion is, even though I can kind of feel both ways and just kind of rely to this Popeye situation, I don't think blacks support blacks.
Very true. But what's your stance on
because they say, now I don't know the numbers or anything like that. It's just something I've seen that just social media hype in general have produced 23 million worth of ad revenue for this Popeye sandwich.
Insane.
That is fucking nuts. Now, I see it two ways. I see the people like, yo, why everybody got to say we got to do X, Y, and Z? Why we can't just enjoy the sandwich? I believe they're right. They can just enjoy the sandwich. But for the people that are saying this stuff, I think you got to kind of read between the lines and not necessarily take what they said literal. They're not saying that you can't enjoy the sandwich. If the shit's good, the shit's fucking good. Nobody can take that away from you. What they're saying is you guys are putting $23 million in this sandwich or making this sandwich cool when the owner, the executives, whoever probably don't even fuck with us, but the beauty supply, your local beauty supply is going out of business because they can't do this. They can't sustain a business. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think a lot of people mean, or the people that are saying it, they mean by y'all doing X, Y, and Z, but not doing this. But of course, people are like, why we can't just enjoy it? Nobody's saying you can't.
And they're even going further than just saying why can't we enjoy it. They're also bashing the people's business. Like maybe you need to have a better business to sell. So
how can you tell me if you've never been to my business, you didn't know my business fucking existed until this shit happened? How can you tell me I need a better product to sell?
Exactly. And even go a step further than that, if you know about my business and you know what it is I should be doing better, why not share that information with me? You've just been sitting on this information for the longest. However, this, you got this meme of Popeyes being Plies and Chick-fil-A being Kurt Franklin, you know what I'm saying? Which is a funny fucking meme. But you're sharing this, and you can easily share my stuff.
Yeah, like, I did see the meme where old girl, even though it's fucked up because they got that woman viral, but I'm glad you can't see her face. The lady that's like, she's sitting on the bench. It looks like she's on a break or something. I seen that one right next to the Jordan flu game pick.
I was about to say, it said Jordan flu game.
That shit is, that was funny. I chuckled.
The memes are hilarious, but it's you make a very good point. One conversation I was actually having with Rach the Gym actually.
Shout out to Rach.
Shout out to Rach the Gym. Shout out to Madeline Boulevard. I was having a conversation with her about it, and we were just talking. It was like, no, Popeyes got about 5,000-6,000 people, paid them all off. Start posting about our sandwich. Share these memes.
Very possibly.
Because again, we're in the FOMO era, and once it goes viral,
it's a wrap.
I want to be a part of the viral sensation. I want to see.
There's so many people that's I don't want to say famous, but they've got a decent bag off of going viral. Remember the cat with the neck?
Yeah. He had videos. Both
Yeah.
No, he started a group with the white boy with the long necks.
Or the cat that was the light-skinned cat a couple years ago that had the mugshot that all the women was coming over. This
Yeah.
nigga's married to like a billionaire now.
Yeah, had a whole modeling deal and everything.
Right.
But that's the thing. That's the funny shit about social media. Like, they knew that they can capitalize off of FOMO. And this actually goes back to the point that I was making earlier. Nobody really gave a fuck about the sandwich. They just wanted to be a part of the craze over the sandwich.
True, I get that. I understand that.
Like, prime example, and I'm going to get back to your unpopular opinion. Prime example, when Rick and Morty was talking about the Szechuan sauce that they put out from Mulan, there was a petition to bring back Szechuan sauce, and the shit got brought back for a week.
You're absolutely right.
And they ran out every day.
You're absolutely right.
To tie all this back to what you were saying, that's the power of having these kind of people in your corner. You know what I'm saying? If you know of something that can push a fledgling company to that next, you know what I'm saying, level, that could push them to that next step to help them gain that viral success, why not help them?
Right. If you don't want to help them for whatever reason, don't help the guy who's probably going to make it harder for this person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
now they're going to take all the attention. You see, Popeyes took all the Amazon attention.
Exactly. Like, the fucking world is literally on fire right now.
Right.
Popeye, they say the Amazon holds 20% of our oxygen, but Popeye's got a fire chicken sandwich, though.
Fire for fire.
Right. You know what I mean? I just think if like you said, if you're not, you should give the information if you feel like you can say something that could potentially help somebody else. But if for whatever reason you don't do that, don't go to the people that you know is going to keep your people down and help them out with something.
Right.
You gotta yes, you gotta pick and choose, but you gotta be strategic about what you're gonna do, because if not, we're in an age now where you're gonna get talked about.
Right. Like, we have a few videos that are like viral, well, considered viral on social media. The Noize, nigga.
Really?
Yeah, we got the video of the Drake and Pusha T song snippet. That
Right,
one,
yeah. That's the only one I know of, though.
That one was floating. I'd have to pull it up. Kyler Pratt, our birthday shout out was floating.
Really?
And this is on Instagram. On Facebook, our Throwback Thursday last year, which we'll get back to, was the scene from Three Strikes.
Oh shit!
That's in the high 5-figure thousands. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
So it's like that shit's floating. Jay's episode of Beverly Hills Ninja on YouTube alone. I haven't even checked the Spreaker numbers. On YouTube alone, that's at 86,000 listens. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, this is news to me. I didn't know. Okay.
I'm gonna start sharing this shit with you.
Okay.
But all this stuff you can go look at right now. You know what I'm saying? Go onto all the pages and see it right now. So we've had, situations where it's viral, but it's literally that easy. Create the conversation. You know what I mean? I didn't realize the amount of people fuck with Three Strikes in the way that they're sharing our shit.
Yeah, Three Strikes is that movie.
Like, every day I get a different share from a random hood dude
That's
or
dope.
a random hood chick.
That is fucking dope.
And they're a random hood dude and a random hood chick, and they're sharing the Three Strikes clip. You know what I'm saying?
dope.
Talking about how funny it was, and it's just the noise right there. So it's like it's easy to do it. Just do it. And what makes it even easier is these are people that you know. Like, I shout out to the people that I went to school with that I'm constantly getting notifications from this person, that person, and this person that are sharing the stuff out, tagging people and all this other good things. Like, I appreciate them through and through. And I don't have any quarrels against people that don't do it, because that's one of the conversations that I was having with my friend earlier, that I couldn't rest my success on the support from my peers.
Right.
Because when shit shake, they'll be there. Then they'll be the I'm proud of you and stuff like that. Now in this case, I am going to drop a name because we've had Mac on the show, and this is again one of my other 12-year veteran friends. You know what I mean? Before the Mac Wells brand really started to take off, no one was sharing his independent stuff. No one was sharing his web series. None of that. It was just like, oh, okay, so Mike the singer is an actor now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, but then Independence Day, and then the Avengers, and now the DC Universe checks. You know what I'm saying? I just saw he did another fucking audition for DC Universe.
Oh damn, that's
So
dope.
they fuck with him heavy. Now all of a sudden, my guy Mac, I'm so proud of him. I couldn't be more happier. All this other stuff. Remy, we just had him on the show. He's been doing this for the longest. And when he would put out his clips, put out his songs, again, nothing. Now he's headlining an international tour. Now he does this thing called Silhouettes. I may be getting the title wrong. Remember, if you listen to my apologies, brother. But he does like these silhouette karaoke type deals, and the videos are next level. Like, it's beautiful. Now those are getting the shares. It shouldn't take them doing something for you to say, "Oh, that's my guy."
Right.
Get your guy there.
Right. Get your guy there, and then I'm not. I kind of believe that those people that are saying, "Oh, yo, that's my guys," because they want to at least seem like they're appreciative in hopes that they get a bone thrown their way.
Nah, it's not even that. It's for the braggadocious rights of saying that's my guy. Because if that is the case, then that's a crazy fucking mindset to have. Hey man, I shared your video
right.
after you already did XYZ thousands. Don't forget to give me like $12. You know,
those people do exist.
Those absolutely exist. But what I'm saying is, it's cooler to be the person that knows the guy that's buzzing than to be the person that helped them get there.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
And the bragging is different. You don't hear from the people that that share the shit when you're grassroots. They don't come out of the way to do this, that, and the third. They don't come out of the way until they have to defend their friend.
Right.
But the motherfuckers that, man, I've always believed for you, I pray for you every night, like
can't read till you know the lyrics. But
you feel me? And it's just I understand completely where you're coming from. However, I am gonna have to disagree in the fact that it's an unpopular opinion. And the only reason that I say that is because now that quote heavy quote fingers woke is a thing, people are getting exposed.
Right. I did take that in consideration when I was thinking about this. The only reason I considered it unpopular is because I feel that way. You feel that way. Probably most of the people we fuck with feel that way. But there's a vast, vast majority who don't feel that way.
No, absolutely. And I guess in that aspect, and that's the aspect that I was kind of riding the conversation with, where it's an unpopular opinion is, we don't want to admit that we don't support each other.
Yeah, that's what I should have said.
You know,
you're absolutely right.
We don't want to admit that we may be the problem because there are some people who are doing some great things right now who have had so much to say about everybody trying to get something going for them. And then I would see them posting about how they don't get supported, how this person didn't help with this, that person didn't help with that. And I'm just like, it's like A$AP Rocky. Like, now you're on the other side and you're feeling the effects of being you're trying to do this, but you ain't got the bread to do it, or you ain't got the talent to do it and all this other stuff. Now you're on the other side.
Right. Now you got to really see.
So do you not have the bread to do it?
Exactly.
Do you not have the talent to do it? I don't know, man. It's an interesting thing, and I can only speak for myself, and I know that you're the exact same way. If I see any of my people doing something, I'm supporting you.
Yeah.
I'm supporting you out the gate. Even if
I don't agree with how you're doing things, that don't change the fact I still do that shit.
Right. There could be a bunch of people that don't agree with how you do things, and they're going to share your shit because they want to get their opinion out because FOMO and social media and look at me. Because all that is a thing in 2019. So I support people that I even had issues against.
Yeah. I
And
want to see everybody do good.
Exactly. I just want to see people flourish. If you have a dream, and you above all have a plan and you've executed that plan, I'm going to support you, especially if you're a person of color.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like to be a person of color, to try to survive in some form of business, or some field of business. I just want to see the team win. I just want to see the culture win.
And again, if the culture wins, it trickles down to where everybody wins.
Right. So I guess I do retract that is an unpopular opinion because not everybody want to see the culture win. They kind of just want to coast. And when they people make it, yeah, we all made it.
Right. You get a lot of people that will sink the boat because they're not on the boat.
Oh.
You got a lot of people that do that.
You better get down on the shirt. I can't get on the boat, so I'm sinking it.
Right.
Iceberg is a hater. Yeah, man. So, like I said, we're going to be a quick episode because now it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
Yeah, it's just a little warm. So we'll go ahead and skate. Kev, let the people know where they can find you.
_ Hollywood Kev on Twitter. Hollywood Kev _ on Instagram. Yeah.
Sound about right?
Yeah.
At Big Los IG on IG. I just got my Snapchat back, so Big Los 89 on Snapchat. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot of different things going forward, and we're going to look more into that conversation that we had earlier so we can hopefully make an announcement next episode. Also, before this episode ends, I want to shout out my brother, King Corey from Over the Top LV. Just recently got married.
Congratulations, brother.
Congratulations, brother. Great ceremony outside, hot as hell. We made it, though. So congratulations to you, sir. Definitely wish you and your wife all the best. With that being said, again, thank you to the ear hustlers who went nowhere, that believed in us, that sat around that whole month in anticipation for another episode to drop, because the anticipation was there when we saw those first 4-hour numbers. So again, thank you guys. We love you guys. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, we appreciate the support. And as always, it's Big Los.
Hollywood Kev.
It's the Noize.